Righty ho, good evening. Only a couple of minutes ahead of schedule, but well, the new content's out, so I'm just having I've been really thinking hard about what to play, and I still haven't decided. The map looks, particularly in Central Europe, really different. So I'm not even sure. I am not even sure where to start on this. So I'm being really paranoid about my microphone. I accidentally set it on mute for the first hour of my last stream. Oopsie. Yeah, so I'm looking at the map, just pondering who to play at the moment. But there's been some nice things like the inclusion of the Frisians, the Cornish. Obviously, there's loads going on here. So yeah, I haven't really decided who I'm going to play, so I'm going to talk through come 8 o'clock, which is nearly there. Can I talk through my logic? Or not? I love the Teutonic Order. I had a really fun playthrough with them. Before I was achievement chasing, sadly, so had I been achievement chasing, I should have gone for the Russian one. But I didn't. So I got a little soft spot for Albania. I'd love to see these sort of Albanian localizations, but I don't think I'm going to go for that at this occasion. So I'm just trying to decide in my head between 4 different options, which I've just dropped on the floor. They practically fell over. So yes, I was thinking, and I don't know why, because I was dead certain I was going to play something in the Holy Roman Empire, but I'm half-minded for Old Alliance Reversed with Scotland. Might be fun. Bohemia. Again, lots and lots of new content in this area, including the new religion, I understand, so Bohemia's an option. Plus there's 2 achievements, Checks and Balances, and the Bohemians that might be nice to get. I've always fancied playing Savoy, and I never have. Maybe for an Italian game. So I don't... It's possibly not the hardest achievement to get, but I've never got the Form Italy achievement, so that's another one. And similarly, I've never got the Form Netherlands achievement. So, yeah, kind of just trying to decide in my head which of those 4 to go for. Probably. I like the idea of the Dutch one. The Savoy one. I think I would love to do Old Alliance Reversed, but I think it's time to play in the newer content area. So I'm probably going to go... Ooh, hello, Geneva's independent. Interesting. There's loads of new nations. I know there's... Is it Mulhausen? Yeah, Mulhausen's got an achievement. And an interesting flag. So, I mean, there's just loads of little bits and pieces here. So, I think I'm going to plump for, just because it's my first playthrough, and I want to enjoy some of the content, I'm going to plump for the Bohemians, I think. So let's get in the game. I'm on hard mode rather than very hard, just again, I want to play. Bohemians. So you can see earlier, I popped in for long enough into the game just to see... I played with the 3 leagues just to see if there were any major changes that were going to horrify me. And luckily enough, well, I think the changes look good so far, but you don't really know until you play with them, do you? So we'll see how it pans out. So Bohemia is one of the foremost nations in the Holy Roman Empire. Its military might and economy wealth second only to the Habsburgs of Austria, the current occupants of the imperial throne. In recent times, Bohemia itself was ruled from Austria by Albrecht II, whose death in 1440 has left the throne of Bohemia vacant. The question of his succession has not yet been resolved, and the Austrians are likely to press their claims. In addition to the uncertainty surrounding the succession, Bohemia comes off the back of several decades of struggle between its rulers and the Hussites, who many in the Catholic world view as heretics. Although the radical Hussite faction was defeated, the moderate Taborite faction led by... Now, if anyone knows pronunciations, but I'm going to go for Yuri Podobrad, remain influential, will surely wish to have their say in the question of succession, and in other matters. Further threats, but also potential allies, lie to the east, in the mighty nations of Poland and Hungary. Both have been thrown into chaos by the death of Vladislav III Jagiellon at the hands of the Ottoman Empire in the Battle of Varna. This has left them leaderless, with Hungary looking particularly vulnerable, but their strength should not be underestimated. An ambitious Bohemian king could use the situation to his advantage, and gain valuable allies, or valuable new land for the throne. In Germany, many of the imperial princes view Bohemia as outsiders, despite its status as an elector, due to cultural differences and worries about living in its comparatively large shadow. An expansionist king might look for fresh conquests among them, but their support will be necessary for any fresh push towards becoming Holy Roman Empire. Choices abound lie ahead. Choices abound ahead, with many threats and opportunities for the Kingdom of Bohemia to navigate. So yeah, Catholic, monarchs, yeah. Let's just go in and have a quick look. So yeah, it looks pretty nice. We have 2 vassals at the start. And we are split over trade regions, which is a bit annoying. So we are mostly in the Saxony region. Oh, crumbs, yeah, we've got a lot of Hussites. Obviously the culture's Slavic. What's that? West Slavic. We have got an accepted culture. Sorbian. But I just like I like the simple terrain map mode and obviously in institutions. Okay. We're in an interregnum, so we're struggling a bit. Income's pretty good though, so I'll let that tick over for the first month, but we should be able to employ advisors straight away, which is always nice. We've got the Sorbians. Who's our enemy? So Poland hates us. Ha ha ha! That's so much for the intro. It's like, oh yes, you might find powerful allies, but they hate us. Oh well. And Denmark hates us as well. Great. We've only got 4 Diplo options. Yep, money looks good. Yeah, Vienna and Krakow. So where are we at? Vienna, Krakow. Do both feed into Saxony, and they're the only ones. We're obviously going to collect in Saxony, that goes without saying. And we're doing a little bit better transferring trade from Vienna. Whether that will continue, I don't know, but for now... Yeah, we haven't got any... Yeah, Right, so we'll move the Krakow merchant into Saxony. Just to collect from trade. Text, what it is. Oh yeah, the idea groups. So again, I've not played Bohemia. This is very much a first look for me. Well, I might have played it yonks ago, but not for a long, long time. So we have advisor cost minus 10%. Meh, it's alright, but... Yeah, actually, no, I'll take that in the early game. Imperial authority plus 10%. And later we'll get land leader fire. Tolerance of heretics could come in very handy later. I suspect we'll see that quite a lot. Elective monarchy, so we get legitimacy, that's great. Infantry combat plus 10 is lovely, and the shock's pretty good as well. Unrest is always nice. Cheaper tech, again, always nice. Stab cost, meh. Cost of advisors with the ruler's culture, so that's a further advisor cost. Yeah, nice. Missions, now this is probably quite important. So what have we got? A lovely long mission tree, which is nice. Obviously we've got the standard, so... Global dominance. Become the strongest trade power in Saxony. Whilst Saxony is the highest trade node in the world. I think that might take some time. Faith's Bastion is Defender of the Faith. We might be able to get that quite easily as a Hussite. I don't know how it works yet. Imperial become Emperor, of course. Which actually I would like to do. I think it'd be fun. I don't think I've done that for a while. Or ever, maybe. Certainly not on an Iron Man game. So Bohemian Crystal. That's just worth some... Ooh. Basically just build up your crystal zones. So we need to have Rudahoy, wherever that is. Oh yeah, no, we already own that. That's fine. Has a workshop and a counting house. Brill. That's a bit later though. So what have we got? Humiliate Austria, which gets us a subjugation casus belli on Brandenburg, which sounds quite good. We must be a great power, which we're probably a way off yet. In fact, how far off are we? We must be close. Oh no, we're a way off. Yep, a way off. Integrate Silesia, which is probably both of those, I take it. Yeah, integrate Silesia. Yes, it's both of those. Okay, so we get better relations, and then we get onto more mission trees, which could come in quite handy. Hussite Regency. If it's 1500, we've had the event Return to the Hussites, and we're not a Regency Council. Gain 20 papal influence. I think I probably want to go down Hussite, so I don't know how that's going to work out in practice. Cool, okay, so right at the beginning, there's not much... Oh, defenestrate the heretics. Well, we'll cover that when we come to it. I'm going to see what happens with the Hussites before converting any of these regions. Wow, they're cheap. Because it's a new feature. Sounds like a good idea to explore it. Right, normal beginning of the game stuff then. How is our army looking? Pretty good. I haven't started... Yeah, the most recent games I've had have started with much weaker nations than this. So yeah, this is one of the changes in Emperor. This interface looks slightly different. And the mercenaries are completely different. One thing I like is the potential to come with leaders. Could be really good. For now, though, I think we just want infantry. That should be okay. You guys can come over to Prague for the moment. We've got revolt risk. Pardubice, Hradecko, and Bruno. So, in fact, where's got a good supply limit? Bruno, they're all 19, 18, 19. That'll do. If you just assemble in Prague. Plenty of money. Ooh, do we want to do advisors first? Let me just tick over the first month, I think. Well, if they hate us, we might as well hate them back. Poland. I like this as well in the new DLC. It just feels an awful lot clearer who's doing what. If Austria doesn't hate me, I'm kind of cool with not hating Austria at the moment. So I'm happy enough to go for that. And Hungary. And Denmark. For now. We'll sort out the unrest by getting these guys to do the business there. We have got advisor slots. That I will let tick round. Let's just see if anyone wants to ally us at the moment. The major change here, of course, is the state interface has changed. We're not going to do religion. We're definitely not changing cultures. Diplomacy. Does anyone want to ally us? Austria does. Okay, for now. Yeah, why not? Let's go with that for now. It's a nice, strong ally. At some point, we'll obviously have to we'll have to get aggressive with Austria, but Just while I'm finding my feet, that's absolutely fine. Let's just make sure it's known to my subjects that I want these. And Austria, how are you feeling about certain territories? You haven't made any strong decisions yet. So we would certainly like to get hold of... Oi, 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 sorry, I forget the buttons sometimes. If we could look at my one. Let's put Trenton on there. So hopefully that will signal loud and clear to our vassals. Do they get any claims? No, that would have been nice. But anyway, they might make some claims at least. And in that spirit, let's get a diplomat straight down here, building a spy network in Hungary. Then just on the alliance factor, is there anyone else who's close we might want? Anhalt-Berg, Bosnia, Bergen, Chile. Probably not, no. Okay, so I'm happy enough just to go with the ones we've got for now. Do we want a general? I suppose we probably do, because we can drill, if nothing else. Oh yeah, the new estates, man. We'll worry about that in a second. I probably will roll a general. He's fine, it's a general. And the unrest is probably okay that we can just get away with drilling. So I'm just going to let the first month tick over. Oh, the levy. Oh, yeah, of course. In an interregnum, that's exactly what we're thinking about. So we can get some... We can upset the nobility. We can blow our money. I definitely don't want to do that. We could have no need of such things. We could really upset the nobility. I'll just upset them a little bit for now. Okay, nothing there for the minute. Oh, we can only get one more alliance. I keep forgetting this. How is the election for the Holy Roman Empire doing? So we have no one backing us. How do we back ourselves as Emperor? I don't want to back Austria, and then everyone else is miles away. Why do they hate us so much? Yes, I know they give us minus 1,000. Why? Oh, we can't be yet. Yep. Because we don't have a monarch. Yes, okay, that's fine. Although, we might as well get somebody who's close. Once we've got a monarch. Who likes us? Platinus seems to like us. Trier seems to like us. Brandenburg. Saxony. Presumably, yeah, Saxony's one of the options. I need to be a little bit careful because I do need to allow myself some room to actually grow. But if there is a later mission to go after Brandenburg, maybe Saxony is a good shout. Yeah, go on for now. And let's go to speed 4. The Compacts of Basel. Ooh, the Hussite Wars concluded with religious peace between the moderate Utraquist faction of the Hussites and the Catholic Church. Thus far, compacts have been honoured, and peace has returned to Bohemia, yet tension with the Hussites have not disappeared. The followers of Hus count many amongst both people and nobility among their number. Perhaps we ought to eradicate their heresy before they take up arms once more. So we can either honour the compact, so we get... This option can lead towards a peaceful reconciliation with the Hussites, or a resurgent Hussite movement, but tolerance of heretics goes up, which will probably solve this problem. There can be no peace. So we're just trying to get rid of them. No, let's honour the compact. Of course. If you could start drilling, please. So what was our income? 4.59. Excellent. So we can probably run the full 3 advisors from the start. So we have stab cost, which actually might be a good idea at the beginning. Yeah, let's do that. Because I do want to... I want to improve stability at least once, so let's do that. Diplo rep, yeah, I suppose. And discipline, sure. And if you could add 2 more units. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, I was panicking because we've got no sailors. We do need to have a look at the estates now as well. So military-wise, we're fine. Subjects. For now, we're fine. At what point can we annex these? Don't think there's any mad rush. 1454 at the earliest. Okay. And how much do we need for a stab boost? Wow. Wow, the religious unity hurts. Okay. That 10% off is looking even better. Yeah, religious unity is only 67%, so we are gaining unrest, gaining stab cost, and gaining a bit of corruption. Yeah, none of those is particularly good. Oh well. Let's get someone. Let's get somebody. Who's this? Thuringia. Are you an elector? You are not. Let's start to get ourselves... Oh, Overlord is Saxony. Yeah, that makes sense. Man, there's so many little nations. Passau. Alright, Munich. Let's build a spy network on Munich. That gives us some options. And I suppose... Brandenburg, just so we've got some options again. For now... royal marriage from Apol, that sounds good. That's one of our vassals. Saxony. Just wondering if I might want to betray them in the near future, but again, I think for now I'll go with it. Yep. Let's go with that for now. In fact, I should royal marriage my other vassals as well. Trade lead of Novgorod, in a shock break from the norm, has disbanded. How much are we making now? 1.49. Excellent. Other thing, it's probably worth just checking. And I can never remember which button it's in, is the fort level. So we have... I guess that's a capital fort in Prague, and we've got a fort in whatever that province is. Olomouc. Yep, level 2 fort there. Prague. Also a level 2 fort. So we've got nice coverage. In fact, that's another good one. So we've got nice coverage. I mean, grassland and grassland, farmland, but... Hey. Royal marriage from Austria. I suppose we do want them on side for now. I know we'll upset them later. Austria tell us of the Kingdom of Italy and the Empire. For years now, the imperial authority over the Kingdom of Italy has been waning. Successive emperors have failed to impose their will on the Italian states, as they have begun to act with a total disregard for imperial law and customs. Okay. Neapolitan succession. Does that mean that Naples is independent? Yep, so they let Naples go. And we've got a swanky new Holy Roman Empire. So we haven't got an incident yet. I thought that the Shadow Kingdom would cause that. So yeah, there's a little bit more going on in the Holy See interface, but I'm not going to touch that too much for now. Right, let's just get the game going again. In fact, it's a little quiet at the beginning, so let's get it a little bit faster. Another one of those, please. Just while it's letting all the claims build and things like that. We now have enough money to boost our stability. Which I will do, because then we can potentially build up prosperity. So that's the first claim on. Curia Controller has picked a golden bull. Development cost and tolerant of heathens. Yeah, I think that's actually pretty good, because I've got loads of heathens, and I will want to do development at some point relatively soon. So this is interesting. Again, it's giving us the tooltip about the development of the provinces, which is really handy. I think I'll go for Pozzoni as the first one. You gained any of these yet? Nope. Just build up the army a tiny bit more. I'm guessing we can't declare war during the interregnum anyway. So, wow, Yuri von Habsburg will now rule our glorious nation. 635, which I will take. Yuri's attention to detail and superior admin skill will aid us in reforming our administration. I think he's going to have other problems. I don't think administration is the biggest issue he has. So, at the moment, it's a personal union on monarch death. But hopefully he, well, and silver tongue. That's nice. So, let's get a claim in. Just let's go for Sternberg. I keep forgetting, of course, we can... Oh! Oh, it costs more. Because it's inside the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, that's... Oh dear. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. The House of Van Harach. With the union of Juri and Ludmilla, we've gained not only a spouse but a new ally. To everlasting friendship. Okay. So at least we've got a wife. And an heir. Oh, for crying out loud. Really? Take the blame. I don't want to lose the stab at the minute. We haven't got enough money to replace it. Corruption's bad as well. That's going to be awful because we haven't got the money. We could just lose some Diplo. Ugh. So we have got a really nice heir, except for the military. Let's not do a military idea group as our first one then. Also, I should have thought about this earlier. I was about to say I am going to focus, but actually, let's not focus. We're getting plenty coming in. Other thing I've forgotten to do is sort of embargoes and simple things like that, so I'll do that once one of these claims comes in. Oh, here we go. Return of the Hussites. Attempts of enforcing religious peace between the Hussites and Catholics have broken down despite our best efforts. Yuri Zapodbrad, leader of the Hussite faction, has raised an army and now marches upon Prague. He means to make himself king of Bohemia and secure religious freedom for all the followers of Hus. So, Jan Hus knew the truth. Hussite will become the state religion of Bohemia. Catholicism will gain some desire. Let the elected king follow Hus, the nation follows Rome. So Ottokar will still come... So Jiri will still come in. Gives infantry combat plus 10. Until the death of you. Well, that is a nice bonus, but that's not a great. I'm going to go Yan Who Knew the Truth. I think. Let's go for it. Yan Who Knew the Truth. And that gives us a mission completed. I'm guessing it's one of the Hussite ones. Hussite Regency. Well, the year is not, at least. Oh, one of the following must be true. Cool. So we can get our first mission. I'm guessing we are going to relatively quickly want to... yeah, we might as well make the missionaries cheaper. I know they're cheap, but we might as well make them cheaper. So, brilliant. Yes, we'll do that. So, missionary maintenance 20% cheaper. It's also nice that we'll get some province conversion, so when the Reformation comes round, we will already have plenty of that going on. So as just stated, let's definitely get one going. What's the biggest religious unity that we can get? Let's go for... it doesn't really matter, one of those. Right, so I've never played a Hussite religion. I have no idea what we get. So we get missionary strength versus heretics +2. That's quite nice. Armies receive less shock damage. That's quite nice. And we get an aspect of faith. Not yet. We need 100 church power. Okay, so that's similar to the previous mechanics. Freedom to preach. Orphan hetmans. Taborite resurgence. That's quite nice. Harsh treatment. Cheaper. That's always nice. Cheap corruption. And getting in pacifism. Whoa, I don't think we're going to be doing that. Culture conversions. War score cost versus other religions. Goods produced +5. Stability. Okay, cool. Well, we'll see what pans out. Hopefully there's a few more events there. Munchen. No, cancel that. Fabricate a claim, please, on Straubung. Yep, that will do. And then actually you can come back. And if you could fabricate a claim, please, on Berlin. Now let's stick with Sternberg for now. I'm okay with that. I want to go up the border if we can. So we could go to war with Hungary now, in theory, although that's probably a bad idea. So if we did, yeah, we'd end up with a big war. Let's have a quick look. Rivals. Well, maybe not that big. I'll let the army build up a little bit first, but at least we've got a few options there. If we were to go for Poland, have we got any claims yet? Nope. So we could just go for a humiliate. Oh, take Poznan. Excellent. Well done, vassal. Well done. So we've got two options. We could declare war. Which is probably suicide at the moment, of course, but it's good to know that we could. And if we went for München, Ulm, Memmingen and Regensburg would come in. And it would certainly upset the other Holy Roman Emperor. Okay. Let's leave that for now. Come in here and improve relations. Let's get the Emperor on side first. Oh, Catholic zealots in Blitzen, where we're converting. That does make sense. We need a Jagiellon. Well, good for you. And we must be getting near the force limit now as well, which should be good. Yes, we are. How... That is a good point. If we make our leader a general... He's pretty rubbish. That's fine. Get the claim on Trenson. You can come home. Oh yeah, how is the Holy Roman Empire feeling about us now? Can we vote for ourselves? Or can we not become emperor? Because we are heretics. Probably can't become emperor because we're heretics, I'm guessing. Ah, that's a bit of a pain. Well, okay, fine. We'll leave it with Austria for now. Got the army. Do we want to just go against Hungary just to get things going? They have truces with all sorts of people. Declare war. Oh, we've got a truce with them. Oh, that's frustrating. Cancel. Do we want to go for Munich then? Probably not just yet. Let's fabricate a claim on you. So that is in fact Munich again anyway. Cool, right, let's keep going. Oh. And I forgot yet again to do the embargoes. Next time we've got a diplomat free, I'll just do that. Thuringian pretenders. The Great Bullion Famine. Deficit of gold in Europe becomes more apparent. The first Christian European power to secure a new source of gold will reap great benefits. Well, it's not going to be us, is it? Well, speaking of which, what have we got in our provinces? I haven't really checked it yet. Where are we? Trade goods. So we've got cows, cloth, crystal, ooh, another crystal, iron, wine. Oh, we have got a gold mine. Okay, cool. Right, keep going. And speed 5 just while we're going through this early bit at the beginning. I think probably Hungary is the war deck I'd like to do. Keeps things relatively... Whoa! Barbara of Chile! The Royal Order of the Dragon was created by Emperor Sigismund and Barbara of Chile, Holy Roman Empress. Is Chile still there? It is still there. And the Queen of Hungary and Bohemia. This order requires its initiates, selected nobility, to defend the cross and fight against the enemies of Christianity. I don't know, a lot of them might call us enemies as Hussites. Serving as regent when her husband was absent, Barbara also administered large feudal fiefdoms and taxes independently, and was actively involved in politics and the economy. When the two of them attended Council of Constance, many were struck by her youth, vitality, and beauty. With the death of her husband in 4037, Barbara has taken on the role of a dowager queen, settling down in Bohemia, good choice, and retired from political life. Despite this, the imperial court still views her with some suspicion. We could certainly benefit from her experience, although giving her a position of influence might strain relations with the emperor. A woman of our taste. So she's an Austrian Hussite. She's a bit cheaper, and money's looking pretty good. Well, not that good. Okay. I might just keep out of that for now. Whoa! Importing iron. Who is this? So we can import iron and Saxony can love us. Or we can gain mercantilism. I might just take the mercantilism for now, actually. Not that we're a big merchant power yet, but... a little bit of extra trade power. Oh, embargo efficiency, yes, I must remember to do that. The burghers will like us. A little bit more. Hopefully. Pause the game. Right. So we can... Cities attract serfs. Oh, estates, man. I keep forgetting the estates. So we can gain some loyalty from the nobility. And then for 20 years, morale of armies is low and corruption. That doesn't sound good. Dolny Luzice is going to lose base tax, but we'll get it in Prague. Sure, we will accept that. Right, decision time on some of the estates. Now, these have radically changed in this version of the game. So, instead of assigning individual land, which I guess the map views must have gone, because we can't do it anymore. Yeah, guess it's gone. You can see that at the moment, nobility have 40%, clergy have 20%, burghers do have a tiny bit, and we've got about a third of the crown land. So we've got some unhappy nobility. Oh, they're not that unhappy. Why are they in shiny red? So crown land at the moment. We can sell titles to gain loads of money but lose crown land. In my initial playthrough, I did realise there are negative effects if you lose crown land. We can summon the Diet. We could seize land, which will upset everyone. At the moment, equilibrium is 30% for the clergy, 46% for the nobility. So, yeah, that's all good. And the burghers, 32%. So it's going to go down anyway. So this is a good time to do something that's going to cost us a bit of loyalty from the burghers. What have we got? We can give them land rights, which is going to lose us crown land. That doesn't sound like a good idea. And absolutism will drop. But their loyalty will change. The extra Diplo power would be quite nice, but we've got to lose a lot of crown land for it. I'm wondering if it's worth just taking the pain, but at the beginning, even though it will cost us a lot. We can take patronage of the arts, which is going to cost us straight up money. Won't cost us crown land, but then we will gain prestige, which is always nice. Whoops. Commercial Advisory Board, again, doesn't cost us any land. Diplo Advisor costs drop. Indebted to the burghers, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, trade efficiency -5. Why would you do that? More loyalty? Yeah, doesn't sound good. Free enterprise. More burgher influence, more burgher loyalty. It's the crown land that's the problem at the minute. But could I seize crown land? Seize the land. I don't fancy monopoly on glass. And enforced interfaith dialogue. Close that. Let's have a look at the nobility. So the nobility at the moment are pretty loyal and drifting up, so their equilibrium is very high. Because they own a lot of land with fairly legit. So we could give them land rights. Again, we haven't got a lot of crown land at the minute. Monthly military power would be good. So there's a short-term loss there of army tradition. But I'm guessing we don't actually have that much. Oh, we have got some. Man, there are a lot of new options here. I'm not sure what the best way to go with these are. Nobility and officer corps. Oh, we can't do that anyway. Army tradition has to be 30. But actually, that seems relatively good. It'll get them more influence, and long-term it'll help. Increase levies. These are all going to decrease absolutism. Which in the early game doesn't really matter. Aristocratic councillors. Right of council, which is just a straight up buff for them. Supremacy over the crown. strong duchies. Ooh, diplomatic relations +2. Liberty desire in subjects -10. That could be very handy. Monopoly on livestock, don't really want to do. Although the mercantilism would be quite fun, I guess. And then the burghers, what can we get here? So land rights, the Diplo power one. That one is possibly the one I would do. Because they don't actually have much land anyway. Patronage of the arts. Oh, we looked at that. Yeah, monetary policy. See, some of these are really good. All power cost +5 isn't so good, though. Monopoly on glass. Enforced interfaith dialogue. Is this definitely the burghers? Clergy. Fair enough. I am not sure where to go with those. If anyone has got a strong opinion, please let me know. I have never really touched these. For instance, we are doing conversions at the minute. Why not? Well, let's go with it. I mean, this is the first playthrough. We can always... I'm just thinking, as long as we can revoke this later. So... Yep, let's do that. Are you sure you want to revoke it? Okay, so we can revoke it later, but at the cost of loyalty. Fine. For now, I'm okay with that. Oh. Pooh. Oh well, there we go. I've managed to upset the clergy already. I guess giving it back to them won't help, but I will give it back to them because I do want the missionary the missionary. Oh man. Well, there's a disaster. How disloyal are they? Honestly. How did I manage that? But I could also go for enforced unity of faith. Which will make them a bit more happy with me. Yeah, let's do that. So I don't know what I'm doing here. This could all go horribly wrong. And just to make them feel a bit better, oversight by the clergy. Oh, it changes the equilibrium position, not the actual position. Okay. Ooh, crumbs, it's hard to get these back on side. So that was a bit of a disaster. So I've now got a very grumpy set of clergy. Oh well. So yeah, be careful here, is the lesson I'm learning. Very difficult to know what to do here. I guess strong duchies is nice. Gives us a few more diplomatic options, so I'm going to go with that. I'll leave the rest for now, and then the burghers. Of all the ones I'd be willing to give land, the burghers is the one. Because they haven't got much at the minute, and I do want them to have some. Where is it? For the military power. I'm willing to do that. It's funny, they don't like that, but let's go with it. There we go, and now I don't have enough crown land. Man, there's a lot going on here. So I could see some land. Wow, one own province will revolt. Let's summon a diet and just see. Oh, that will give them all some loyalty. That's handy. So we can get the proposal of the clergy. And they want us to make Cheb Hussite, which is great, because we're going to do that anyway. Upon completion, gain a skill 1 Inquisitor. Could be worse. And it'll make them loyal, will it? Or not? Clergy will gain 10 loyalty. Yeah, let's just do that then. Cool. And we can't fabricate claims because it's brutally expensive. 35. Well, it's so annoying, just that misclick. But these things happen. And now, of course, we've got rebel factions popping up everywhere. Right, there's Plitzen. So the map looking a bit nicer. Let's go for Cheb, because that's, well, both cheaper and faster, so yeah. And it'll make hopefully make our clergy more loyal again, which would be nice. Revolt. Right, what have we got? So we can ignore Jindrachev Pradek, which is here. How unhappy are you there? You're already quite unhappy. Or we could lower taxes by giving them some autonomy. I think we'll lower taxes. I've not played very well so far. Just speed things up a little, because we're not doing too much. Oh, and the money's gone completely... Well, I'm my own worst enemy there. That was purely because of my misclicks on the clergy, who are now very upset with me. Yes, we're both losing tax, and we've got unrest, which will hurt tax as well. Hopefully that will ease soon enough, though. There we go. Let's get another claim on... I suppose we might as well be bold about it if we're going to claim. Okay, if you could come back, that would be lovely. So, yep, Glogol, you've done the job. Apollo, you're doing your job. We've got someone in Munich. Palatinate, Thuringia. Again, we might as well just to get the claims going, so we've got something to do. Is that enough to fabricate the claim here? Nope. So yeah, it's definitely more expensive fabricating now than it used to be. Oh, and the low crown land as well. Ah, how have I ruined the economy so badly? Right, Hungary has claimed Brno. Palatinate has declared on Strasbourg. Let's fabricate here. Passau. Yep. You can come home. Let's have a proper look at what we can do now. We have got more Diplo slots, haven't we? I think that was half the point of all that interaction. Yes, we've got loads of Diplo slots. Excuse me. So we might as well get some more allies on side. So we can get Thuringia, Regensburg, Ingolstadt might be good because they probably will go to war against Munich. Let's take a couple of seconds there. And then who else have we got? Not so many now. Landshut. Could ally the Palatinate. Thuringia. Brunswick. It's a shame we can't ally anyone over here, really. Sure, Thuringia, you'll do. So we've got quite an extensive military alliance going now, which is great. Can't fabricate any more claims. Ah, embargoes, right. Where are you? Economy actions. can't issue an embargo there. We can on the Poles. And we should be able to on the Danish as well. Not that our power projection's that good at the minute anyway, which is another good reason why we might want to go to war with Hungary. 1449. I think it's... Hey, Michael, how you doing? Just stop drilling there. Yeah, how's it going? I'm relatively early in the playthrough here, just exploring the new content, really. Oh dear, that doesn't look good. Geneva doing very well against Savoy. Yeah, you've been good. Have you had a chance to log on to Emperor yet? Sure. So have you had a chance to play Emperor? Yeah, I've already done the Hussite conversion, so I'm a little bit further in. So if you look, I'm just in the process of converting. Basically, it just sounds cool, so yeah, I'm going to try it. It's a new mechanic. So I have converted. So missionary strength versus heretics is +2, which is great. Shock damage received -5, also great. Only negative is, of course, nobody around us. We've got no Hussite friends, but touch wood, we've got plenty of alliances and things like that. Nice. Well, if you've got any suggestions, particularly, I don't know, the estates have changed radically. And I've already made a complete mess. I clicked the wrong button on the clergy. And so I've got some very upset clergy. But the estates have changed completely. And there's a few other bits have changed. So the states tabs changed quite substantially, as you might imagine. Ooh, I'm not running an edict in my capital. This is nice, just to have the summary page here. For instance, I might want to run the trade edict, because see if that helps. Protect trade. So yeah, I'm running a deficit because basically I've managed to click the wrong buttons on the estates, and the decisions feel a lot more long-term now, whereas previously, yeah, no, it all felt a bit throwaway, the estates. Profiteering in Brune. So we can have local unrest and more trade power. Or goods produced. Which one's Brune? There you are. I mean, it's a pretty... I suppose... How's the... Maybe I'll go for the unrest for now, and we don't really care about Nassau. What have you been up to today? Improve relations. Yeah, let's do that. So yeah, this really feels very different. The other thing we've got is there's an agenda. So when you call a diet now, you gain an agenda. And because I've got very upset clergy, I went for the agenda that lets me make them more happy. Especially as it's converting a province I was going to convert anyway. Oh yeah, I've had a look at it. I haven't. I've subscribed to it. It looks fun. Obviously, I'm playing this now. You can see because it's new. But yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a go. I'm guessing it's not compatible with this version yet. Okay, so Hungary truces have expired. Is it compatible with this version already? They've definitely been quick there then. Ah, okay. Sorry, I I thought you were saying it was really good. We can humiliate Hungary, which is nice. We've completed the agenda to convert Chubb, which is good. Hopefully it will make our estates more loyal. Personal union. Yeah, so the clergy's back to being loyal, which should help my money, but again, I need to sort out this crown land issue. It's pretty bad, that. But the only way I can do it is by making... I could just play on an earlier version. I think right now I'm just keen to play the game. And if we... I'm just building up claims and things. I'm thinking about going to war with Hungary early. House of Kingsky. Wonderful. And we have an heir who's okay. Marie. Money's coming in, which is, a dizzying 0.01 per month. You love it. We do need to be converting somewhere, though, so let's go for Radibori. Yep, let's do that. That's absolutely fine. Look at the missionary speed. It's absolutely crazy. Monopoly company formed. So we can gain Diplo and trade efficiency, or just take money. I have got a loan outstanding. Let's do the long term. Let's do the long term for now. We can recall that diplomat. And we have our first tech option, marketplace. Neither of these is desperately urgent at the minute, so I'm happy to wait for a little bit. Should probably get the tech before I go against Hungary as well. So how are they doing tech-wise? Probably not very good. Nations techs? Yeah, we're all the same at the minute. In which case, let's make our subjects happy. With that Diplo. Yeah, so you're literally playing it right now. It was a good point. Sure. Siena has become a free city. Interesting. Yes, the Holy Roman Empire mechanics. I'm definitely going to give it a go, yeah. Just to try it. Even just to try it out and have a look-see. Let's fabricate a claim here. Another nice thing, you can see the developments of the provinces you can claim. So, for instance, I could claim Dresden. Let's do that. Yeah, no, I'll give it a go just to try it. I like Viking history as well, so that's attractive. Let's get a spy network going on Palatinate. Discovered a diplomat from Hungary. That's all good. I think once our missionaries are all finished, we'll be okay money-wise. And the Renaissance. This is nice. Go to Napoli. There's a lot of little things that they've improved. Just having the button, assuming it works. Yeah, it does. So the Renaissance has spawned in Napoli, which is great. Voila, one Renaissance. And of course, it's going to be a little while before it comes into Central Europe. But we are definitely taking the tech. Boom. And I'll probably take the marketplace as well while we're here. Now, if we were to declare war, what would happen? Cancel. You can come back for the minute. So looking at the first war to be against Hungary, I think partly because they're outside the Holy Roman Empire, which makes life a bit easier. Although we could look at Munich. So if we declare war on Munich, it helps if we click the right button. We can potentially go in. Have we got a siege general? So that's... We're going to have... I'm happy to bring Ingolstadt in as well. That feels like a winnable war. And then if we go for Hungary, there's a relatively large group of countries coming in. We won't get much support from anyone else. So I might do the internal one first. The other thing to bear in mind is everyone hates me as Holy Roman Emperor. I should have thought about this, but I'm a heretic, so nobody wants me as the Emperor at the moment. So let's fairly unceremoniously get on the border of... Yo, Magetta, how you doing? Just checking out the new content. And there's the estates are massively different. For the sake of Michael, who I've just been talking to, I won't go through it all. yeah, of course. I'm not going to go through all of it again, but it's pretty different. The estates in particular, I completely fluffed up at the beginning. Hopefully we can change that. Actually, we've got a lot of loyal estates at the minute. I need to find a way to get some crown land back that doesn't ruin my country. But at the moment, I'm not sure how to do it. Yeah, Michael, I was asking Magetta for some advice earlier. I had I managed to lock myself out of Microsoft Word and Excel. So took me about 6 hours, Maget. I certainly wouldn't describe myself as a seasoned EU4 pro, just somebody who enjoys the game, really. But that might have been at Michael, was it? I know you've watched the stream a few times. Right, I'm looking at a war. So we've got two options, and I'm keen to hear your opinions, people. So one option is going into Hungary, who are obviously relatively powerful at the moment. So, and I've also got an option to go into probably Munich, which will bring in a few allies. So keen to hear of any opinions there. And if I go into Hungary, again, we'll have a few allies to deal with. Advantage... And also to say to you both, we have gone Hussite. As it's a new religion, why not? So we'll see how that pans out in the long term. I think the Pope hates me. Well, we are getting some papal authority. Could be worse. Oh no, that's imperial authority, sorry. Yeah, I can't... I've lost... Kill Venice. Why Venice? I can't even get them yet. I suppose the shortest way to Venice is through Hungary. Yeah, I suppose it is. Oh, Pest is downstream as well, which is nice. No, I'm Bohemia. I'm Bohemia, yeah. Yeah, like... I thought that was a bit keen. It's like, well, you know, as a long-term plan, destroying Venice is a really good plan. But, you know, right now... Well, we can have a quick look at the Hussite faith. So, as a base, we've got missionary strength +2. which is obviously extremely handy because we've got a lot of provinces to convert. Shock damage received -5 is an interesting one. And then we've also got some interesting aspects of faith. So it feels like a similar mechanic, but there's some pretty cool things in here, like stab cost, tolerance of the true faith, plus goods produced, war score cost versus other religions, which is going to be everyone in the game at the beginning, -10. Improve relations, but stability hit whenever we declare war. Corruption down, which is great. National manpower +20, army tradition. So there's some really interesting stuff in there. Yeah, no, there's plenty of options. Religious unity +10% might be quite handy later in the game as well. So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, if there's no strong preference, I might go for the one where... Oh, you've played it as well. Is it? Michael's been trying to persuade me to play it, and I've subbed to it on Steam, but I haven't played it yet. I'm going to go for the Munich War just to get something going, just in case there are people watching. In the sorry. In the options here, yeah, there are some really good ones. Just let me know if the chat's lagging a little bit. I feel you might be a little bit behind. I hope not. But yeah, here are the options. So, some really nice stuff. I don't know what I'll go for, truthfully. We'll see how it goes. Maybe... Right, I'm declaring the war while you guys are chatting. We'll try and bring Ingolstadt in as a co-belligerent. I don't think anyone else is interested. Yeah. Well, what do you reckon? I can stop and start the stream again, see if it sorts it out. I've literally just got that lagging message from you, Maget. Yeah, okay. I tell you what then, just for the sake of giving you guys a better experience, I will stop and start the stream again just to see if it's as simple as a connection issue. On my end, everything looks okay. So, give me about 2 minutes and I will be back. I'll use it for a quick comfort break as well. So...